Okay, so now you need to put in your chiropractic analysis results, and you need to go back into your objective speed note. Your listings are going to be under spinal alignments. You're going to want to choose full spine, if that's the technique you're using. In the live clinic, you're going to see we have several techniques to choose from. Depending upon which technique you select from this drop-down, your choices for the listings will change. We're going to go ahead and choose full spine for this case. We do have a listing at C1, and we have an ASRA. We also have a listing at C2. We have a PL. We have a listing at L5. It's a PRS. And we have a PL sacral. Okay, so that's how you put in your listings. Now to put in the soft tissue findings, you're going to come down to this bottom box called palpation spasm tissue changes. Click on the plus sign and it opens up a box for you. The first column is going to be the body region. We're going to want to select a body region. Let's select cervical region for this case. The next box is for a more specific area. In this case, let's go ahead and let's choose upper cervical area. The next box over is for specific anatomy. So if you wanted to be more specific as far as a specific spinal segment, you would go ahead and type it in here. We're just going to leave it as this. And we're going to say bilaterally, there were some taut and tender fibers. And we'll say that they are mild. So that's how you would do a soft tissue finding. To do a mopale finding, we're going to open another box, and we're going to choose our region, cervical region. Okay, and we don't want to choose a specific area, but we do want to choose a specific anatomy. So we want to put in C1. Okay, and then we're going to choose from our macro picker. We're going to choose our restrictions. So at C1, we have right rotation and right lateral flexion restrictions, and insert those. And then from this box here, we want to choose restricted movement. So all the way down the bottom, you'll find restricted movement and choose that. So that's how you would do a mopale. So let's also enter soft tissue findings for lumbar region. So we click the plus sign to open a new box. We want to choose lumbar region. Specific area is going to be the lumbosacral area. And it's on the left, and we have some taut and tender fibers. They are moderate. So let's put in a mopale finding for the lumbar area as well. So let's go ahead and open up another box and choose lumbar region. We're going to document a restrictions for L5. And from our macro picker, extension, left rotation, and left lateral flexion. Insert those. And then we need to choose restricted movement. Okay, and that would be our L5 mopale finding. And even though you can only see two of these findings here, you can scroll up and see the other ones as well. Okay, so now you'll see it on the freeform area. You already put in your postural discrepancies as well as your findings from the exam. You also need to enter leg lengths and thermography findings here too. In this particular case, we have abnormal thermography, which is moderate at C1 through 4 and T9 through 11, and it's severe at L4, 5. We also have a right short leg by a 1/4 inch prone and a right short leg 1/2 inch supine. Okay, so now let's go back to the notes and see what all that looks like. And we can see we already have our subjective information that you've already entered. And you have the postural analysis and range of motion findings. We just entered the spinal alignments. You can see the table here. You can see the palpatory findings that you put in. You can see the soft tissue findings. And you can also see the MoPAL listings. The examinations were done in a previous tutorial. You can see all of those in there. And in the bottom of that is where the objective freeform area is. So you can see we just added in abnormal thermography and leg lengths.